AT&T Stadium in Houston. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a second down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
The Texans' new punter for 2021, Cameron Johnston, on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Desmond King picks it. And they will score on pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. but the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Gurley. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make the score 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for, and coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. To try again after the sack, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their #1 guy.
Dancing to his left. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus.
Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On first down, Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Heck of a play there by Olivier Vernon to get upfield and bring him down behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Collins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
And got his man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
To throw is Watson. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And inside the zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them up.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Benson Mayowa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check right, check right.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaughan.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot. On second down, here's Wilson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated it.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, it's Carson. Room here to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And inside the 20 before it's brought down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's Collins complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Third and 2, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DJ Reed. There he goes right side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in point. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Benson Mayowa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 50, it's Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Houston.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Collins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his third touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Olivier Vernon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack on 1st down, Watson. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be...
Realized he had support behind him and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Watson to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Escaping the pressure right.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Texans, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.